that introduction, what I'd like to do first is start off with Willis Brown. Willis is the president of the King Lincoln Bronzeville Neighborhood Association just east of the downtown area, and have him explain to you why folks in his neighborhood are opposed to this tax increase. Thanks.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Willis Brown, president of the King Lincoln Bronzeville Neighborhood Association. And would like to clarify that one, we support the fire and police. What we don't support is this kind of empty tax increase, meaning that we have an increase in income tax that goes into the general fund. And we're saying that it should be specific. We will support a tax increase that's specifically for fire and police and is only for a term limit, and that it has some restrictions to it. But to have an income tax that goes into the general fund, it would just be spent like the last 7 years that revenue has been coming into the city. And for example, is the Main Street Bridge. It can be designed like the $20 million Broad Street Bridge, but it's over $70 million. This is additional money that came out of our funding. And we're saying this is the lavish spending that the mayor and supported by the city council, which makes it aware when we say we have a tax that will go into a general fund that you have no restrictions. And it is obvious that, one, that the city council supports the mayor's lavish spending, which put us in this mess because we're over $100 million in debt, and half of that is in the bridge. Also, what we are against is the fact that this administration and council using the scare tactics. If we don't pass this, you're going to eliminate 200 to 300 police officers and fire. Well, I mean, why would the city be threatened by 8 people, the mayor and 7 council members? I mean, let's think about that for a minute. 8 people are threatening 1 million people if they don't get their way. We said that's uncalled for. And then the other issue is not only that you will not only lay off fire in the middle of summer, that will not happen. And another issue that is a real important one to us is how it was done. We have a election time, which is November. People are accustomed to voting in November. Here it is, this mayor and city council agreed to move the elections from November to August 4th, when people are not going to be here. So what we see is deceitfulness inside the city administration and council, that they will put an election so critical. So this means if you decide to go on a vacation and come back, you'll be hit with a tax that you didn't even have an opportunity to vote on. And we say that that's not only is it deceitfulness, it is that the Democratic administration and all Democratic council is very comfortable in voter planning and implementing voter suppression by not providing an absentee voting ballot, but also put us in further in debt by causing us to spend over $600,000 to move it from November to August 4th. So we say with all of this in hand, it is clear that we have a problem with our mayor and our council supporting the mayor's activities. But this is what you get when you have appointed, all 7 have been appointed, and all 7 from one party. We don't have a balance in the checks and balances in our government. And I think that's shameful that the forefathers of this country made it very specific that we must have checks and balances. And we don't have it in this government. As a result, they're able to spend as they see fit. As long as they can convince the majority of people that they can do this, it's in their best interest when it's not. So we are saying that this is a very open, blatant scam and deceitfulness for the administration to do. But if they will provide a tax that has some limits on it, and it would have some very strict requirements and conditions, we will support that, but not this open tax into the general fund. And with that, I would like to conclude that this administration, this building, has done the citizens a disservice in spending the city's revenue as they see fit and trying to get us to believe they're doing in our best interest. So again, we're hoping that the citizens that are here and that are here today and that are at home, that you stand up and vote no